Welcome to White Regis TV film review and preview. I'm Andrew Wright. 2 weeks ago, Spider-Man Brand New Day was released in cinemas. The film is the 38th film in the MCU and the 4th Spider-Man film in the MCU. The film stars Tom Holland, Zendaya, and Jacob Batalon reprising their roles from the previous films and are joined by John Bernthal, Mark Ruffalo, and Sadie Sink. The film revolves around Peter Parker trying to protect New York on his own as Spider-Man when his encounter with a telepathic threat coincides with his powers dangerously evolving. So I finally had the chance to see the film last weekend, and I absolutely loved it. It's got strong performances, sharp writing and directing, and it redefines what is possible, not just for a Spider-Man film, but for a comic book film. And so I was really good about it. I gave the film 5 stars out of 5. It is currently my top film of the year so far. Spider-Man Brand New Day is in cinemas now. This week, Michael was released on home video. The film is a biopic of Michael Jackson's life from his childhood with the Jackson 5 in the 60s to it ends with the Bad World Tour in the late 80s. So the film stars Jackson's nephew Jafar Jackson as the Icon alongside Coleman Domingo, Nia Long, Laura Harriet, and Miles Teller. So I watched the film for the first time this week, and the only thing I sort of knew about it was that the critical reaction was that it very, there's an elephant in the room that it ignores Jackson's troubles and the accusations in '93 and so on. And so what I felt about the film is that it does feel like a greatest hits montage, and I felt that Jackson was portrayed as a sympathetic, neurodivergent individual who, frankly, never got the help he desperately needed, because the film portrays him as someone who's in desperate need of help. But otherwise, I liked the film more than I thought I would. The soundtrack and the musical performances are quite good. So I gave the film 3.5 stars out of 5. Michael is on home video now. Also released on home video this week was Project Hail Mary. The film stars Ryan Gosling and Sandra Hüller and revolves around middle school science teacher Ryland Grace, who wakes up aboard an interstellar spacecraft with amnesia. So I specifically held off on watching it on Prime Video. It's been on Prime Video for a couple months since before the Blu-ray came up for pre-order. But I really wanted to watch it for the first time on Blu-ray because, physical media first. And I honestly liked it more than I thought I was going to. The film is a brilliant throwback to 60s sci-fi. As well as reminiscent of films like Interstellar, Arrival, and even the kind of bad film Passengers. And Project Hail Mary is actually funnier than you'd think it would be and than you'd expect. The film has fantastic visuals, a great central performance, and it's just sharp writing and directing, which you wouldn't expect from people who made their bones with comedy. So, it makes the film a very impressive watch. It is 2.5 hours long. It is a bit long, but otherwise it's a very impressive watch. I give the film 4 stars out of 5. Project Hail Mary is on home video and streaming on Prime Video now. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I'll be talking about Insidious Out of the Further. I'm somewhat of a fan of the Insidious franchise. I like the fourth one the best, which I think is held as the worst one or something. But I like the fourth one the best. The rest of the films have mixed quality. So, and I reviewed The Red Door on this program nearly 3 years ago. But anyway, yes, next time is the sixth Insidious film. So, I'll see you next time.